Rakhi, one day I was scrolling through the TikTok videos and I saw your video of 369 manifestation technique and I thought, let's try it. And I wrote one design on a piece of paper 3 times in the morning, 6 times in the day, and 9 times in the evening. And the next day, my desire, my manifestation came true. And I was like, thank you, Rakhi. It really worked for me. And I really wanted to invite you on NEXWEB podcast. Anyways, thank you for accepting my invitation.
My pleasure. My pleasure, Shristi, for inviting me. It's really exciting for me to be here. And I'm really glad that your manifestation came through. I'm really happy about that.
Thank you so much. Raki, when and how did you came with an idea of manifestation and how did you start and when did we start applying this law of attraction process?
Actually, I think it was in 2018. I was going through a really, really tough time in my life and everything was a disaster. Every aspect of my life was a disaster and I was desperate. I was desperate for some help. So somebody mentioned that why don't you try manifesting? And I was like, what is that? And they said, go and watch the movie The Secret on YouTube. So I did that. And then I also bought the book The Secret and I read The Magic, The Power, You Can Heal Your Life. And I started practicing law of attraction. The first thing that I started doing was I started being grateful for all that I have in my life. So yeah, it started in 2018.
Wow. Can you share your specific manifestation success story that have personally changed your life or a specific experience?
Yeah, I would say not many people know that I have a daughter as well. She is a teenager and she does not live with me. She lives with her father. And it's been like a tough time with him not letting her talk to me. So I really wanted to talk to her, meet her. So I manifested a call from her. I think that was in September last year. And that was a beautiful 30-minute call. That was a video call. She called me and then she spoke with me how she feels about me, that she thinks about me, she misses me. And she told me, like I sent her gifts. So she told me that, she appreciates all my gifts that I've sent and she really want to meet me. And she told me what her ambition was. Like it was a really heart to heart conversation with her. That was like, I think that is the best thing I've manifested with law of attraction. It was beautiful.
How long you have been separated with your daughter?
It's been 8 years now.
Like at what age?
She was
When?
5. She was 5, now she's 13.
Okay. Like you divorced and there was a requirement like you are not keeping your daughter with you?
No, that's like another story, but it's just that financially I was not doing really well, but my ex-husband was doing very well. So we thought for her good upbringing, I think that would be the best that she lives with her father. We did have a mutual custody, but then it ended up being with just him being the custodian after he got married.
I'm sorry to hear that, but now it's really a good thing. Like you talked with your daughter, and are you still in contact with your daughter?
Yes, now she texts me every now and then, and it's beautiful because there was a time when I didn't speak to her for I think 3 years, like no communication at all. But after this video call, she has started texting me, and it's beautiful.
Good to hear that. Rakhi, can you explain the concept of scripting in manifestation and share your personal experience for using this technique?
Yeah, scripting is basically writing down your desires. So it's basically what I'll share my experience with you. What I used to do was every morning I used to wake up and then I used to write a script for the day. I used to say, thank you, universe. Today, I went to work and it was beautiful day at work. The teachers, my co-workers were really good to me. And then I came back and I had like good food and like whatever I wanted in that day, a script and worked for me. But I'll share one example. I had a friend and we were not on talking terms. And I really missed her. I was like, I want to talk to her. I want to go out with her. I used to address this to universe. So I used to say, by the way, universe, I went out with, her name was Megha. So I said, universe, I went out for a movie with Megha. Like I was just passing by from her house and I saw her standing outside and I asked her, do you want to go for a movie with me? And she said, yes. And we went for a movie. So I actually bought one ticket for that movie and I thought, okay, let's try. I'll just pass, from in front of her house and see uh, if she is there. And we call it coincidence, right? But that's my manifestation. She was standing in front of her house. She was taking out something from her car. And I said, I got out of the car and I was like, "Hi, how are you doing?" And she was like, "What are you doing here?" I said, "I'm going to watch a movie. Do you want to come along with me?" And she said, "Have you got a ticket?" I said, "I just won. So let's buy a ticket for you if you're interested." And she said, "Yeah, let's go." So we both went for a movie. That was like exactly how I wrote it that happened. So scripting is writing down your desires as if you've already got it. There are many, many ways you can do it in the morning, like I used to do. Or you can say, if you're manifesting a job, you can say, "Thank you, universe. I went for an interview and I've been offered that job and I'm working as a CEO," or whatever you want to write. And my salary is this. I'm so happy. The colleagues are so good and I'm enjoying myself. So it's basically writing as if you've already got it.
Like I can sometimes I hear from people like they write an unexpected thing and that
Yeah.
happened to them. But like, is should the manifestation should be in practical based, or we can just write randomly, like whatever we wish, like 1 million
Whatever,
of the people.
whatever you wish. Somebody told me that if you have imagined something, you can have it. So if you want $1 million, then definitely, it's just that you have to believe that I am worthy of the $1 million. I can definitely have $1 million. Why not? I deserve $1 million. And if you just leave how I'm going to get those $1 million, just forget about it. Just let the universe do that job. It's the universe's job. It's universe's tension. So you just see, I am going to be a millionaire. I am a millionaire already. Thank you, universe. So definitely you can manifest $1 million.
Raki, I was introduced to manifestation on 2021, but before also I used to like pray to God according to my culture, and I didn't know that was the way of manifesting. What something worked, but something didn't work. But whatever didn't work, like it was for a good purpose. When I like recall my past history, have your manifestation gone wrong for a good purpose?
Oh, yes. Yes. I am not even sure if I should be sharing this, but I'm going to share this. So it was, I think in 2019, I I wanted a partner. Okay, I wanted somebody so I can come home and, I wanted a partner. And I had like a few things that I expected in that person. And I actually found somebody. And I could tick all of the things that I've written. Okay, yep, 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 yep. But then I think after a couple of months later, that relationship turned toxic. Like there was a lot of physical and emotional abuse in that relationship. But I still wanted to be in that relationship because, we come from a culture where we just cannot keep on changing our partners and we're like, we just want to stick to one person, right? And I had already gone through a divorce. I didn't want to be like, okay, I'm changing my partners every now and then. So I thought I just want to be with this person, but in my mind, I was like, I wish, I wanted a person who respects me. I wanted a person who actually loves me and understands me. So for some reason, we broke up because there was, like I said, a lot of physical abuse and I couldn't take it. And I still wanted it to work, but then he moved to India. He went to India for something and then COVID happened. So he could not come back because he was not a permanent resident of New Zealand. So he could not come back. And while I was going through, I met my now husband. So, so I met my husband and it was not intentional. I just used to talk to him about my, ex partner. And then he was like, but he was actually a very respectful person. He understood me. He loved me. He still respects me. He's still like very understanding. So that manifestation went wrong. But for a good reason. Like if I would have been in that relationship, I would have been really sad, unhappy. But that manifestation went wrong for a good thing that I actually found like a lovely husband now.
Yesterday, I was researching about manifestation through different podcasts, and I have listened that when you manifest, like you have manifested a partner, but you didn't manifest a good partner, right? And
Yes,
universe doesn't know good or bad; he just gave you a partner.
that's right.
Like the manifestation should be like you have to describe what you exactly want. A good
Exactly.
partner, living with you in New Zealand, sharing all of this stuff, like little things,
That's right.
I think you didn't manifest it like a exact script.
Yeah.
So universe gave whatever you want, but it went for a good.
Yeah. Universe just gave me whatever was available in the list. So
Yeah.
yeah. But you have to be really detailed about what you want. I have a son now. He's 14 months old. I manifested a son because I wanted a son. I have a daughter. And I thought like I was somewhere I was scared that if I have a daughter this time, maybe same thing will happen. Like maybe I don't deserve a daughter. So I wanted a son. And I used to think when I was pregnant, he should be like this, he should be like that. I want him to start walking early. I want him to start talking early. And I want him to be clever. He's all that. He started walking when he was 9 months old, and he's talking now and he's like a terrorist because he is too active and he's
Why
very
is that
good.
like that?
Yeah. I actually manifested a baby boy and I got exactly what I wanted.
Yeah. Yesterday, while researching to the podcast, I can feel you what you are saying. There was one video, and that portion was saying, like, I'm showing you this dog. Just manifest this yellow dog. Let it go. Just close your eyes, visualize it, and you will see dog within 48 hours. And I was like, I have a baby. Like, I have lots and lots of toys here. Maybe I have not noticed that toy because my husband buys toys for my baby rather than me. And I was like, I will find it anywhere in my house. And while sleeping, I just imagined whatever he said. And I was like, I am see dog within 48 hours. And I tried to visualize, I didn't visualize the yellow dog, but I visualized dog, only
Dog.
dog. And
Yeah.
today morning, I was just watching the podcast, and there was like one lady like giving example of something, but she mentioned dog 3 times, and I was like,
Wow.
yesterday I manifest only the word dog, not the yellow dog to my
Yeah.
eyes, just word dog, and I was like, yeah, this is manifestation.
This is manifestation true. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Rakhi, in your TikTok video, you have mentioned that your husband doesn't believe in manifestation or law of attraction.
Yeah.
But personally, how you are manifesting to make him believe, to talk with the universe and attract what he wants in life?
That's a very good question. Yes, he does not believe in law of attraction. He calls it a coincidence and he does not believe in it. I have given him the scientific facts behind how law of attraction works. And I did the duck experiment with him as well. So I also have ducks at my home. So we did a balloon experiment. So I think after 48 hours, we went for grocery shopping and he showed me in the party section. They were like, he said, oh, balloons. I said, no, we don't want balloons. And he said, no. You said the balloon experiment. Here, the balloon. I saw the balloon. I was like, wow. So now you believe in law of attraction, manifest. He's like, no, that was just a coincidence. So I tried.
My
I'm
one
not,
too.
I'm not manifesting that he believes in it. I cannot push. Everybody has a free will. They have their free desire. So I'm not pushing it. I'm just thinking that with time, he will start believing in it himself. I have asked him to, like, he's looking for a job. So I've asked him to manifest your job. So if that comes true, I think he will start believing in it.
Yeah. Rakhi, what role does mindset, emotions, intuition, and self belief play in manifestation process?
I think they are very important. Like my husband, he does not believe in it. If he go on to start manifesting, he will be like, but how is it going to happen? Oh no, this is not right. So he will not be able to. I'm telling you, he will not be able to manifest. If you put your emotions, what is manifestation? Like we are manifesting 24/7, right? But like I said, if I want a job and I'm doing a conscious manifestation, right? I'm making a conscious effort to ask the universe that I am looking for this job and I'm grateful that I've got this job. If you put your emotions in it, from whatever I've learned, the more true your emotions are in imagining, in visualizing whatever you want, the more faster you'll manifest things. So believing in it, like I said, if you want to manifest $1 million, you just be thankful to the universe in advance that thank you, universe, I have $1 million in my bank account. You don't worry about the how because you believe in it that you will get it. You will get $1 million, right? So there is no scope of doubt. So you're not asking how, you're just believing. And just imagine how you're going to feel when you actually have that $1 million in your account. How would you feel? So those are the emotions that you're using to visualize. So the more powerful your emotions are, the more sooner you actually manifest. And again, like I have said that in my TikTok videos a lot, law of attraction is not a superstitious belief. It is scientifically proved.
Yeah. I can feel you, Rakhi. I was introduced to manifestation, like when I was in a rough stage of my life, and I used it and it worked for me. After that, also, I had been to the very rough stage of my life, and I have felt loneliness, homesickness, a bad emotion, so sad, so at some point of my life. And I just used to sit and I just used to feel my emotion. I just used to keep my laptop, my mobile away, and I just used to feel my intuition. And I used to sense that intuition. And when I desired that intuition, like it would come true. My depression or I don't know, I should call it a depression or loneliness or sad emotion, but that emotions and the thing I wanted to receive from the universe, it would match. After that, I can get you.
Yeah, yeah. I think it's the main thing in manifestation is belief. Belief that yes, it is going to happen.
Yeah. Yeah. Rakhi, what role does the gratitude contribute for the manifestation?
Gratitude, I think, is the simplest and the most easiest form of manifestation. Okay, I'm going to ask you a question. How would you feel if somebody keeps on thanking you for even the smallest thing you do? You'll feel good, right?
Very good.
Yeah. And
Very good. Even at workplace, if I give water and they say thank you, I like, wow. And even
yeah,
in this Christmas, I'm a Hindu, but in this Christmas, I got lots and lots of gifts, maybe more than 60 gifts. I have never got such presents in my entire life. And I was like, wow, that's the sense of the gift was not the pleasure, but that was the way of saying thank you and giving
thank
me
you.
respect, right?
That's right.
And that gave me so lots of satisfaction.
Yeah. So you feel good. And the person who's actually saying thank you feels good as well. Like for me, if I say thank you, like when you said thank you for coming, accepting the offer, but I said thank you to you too because I am actually thankful. So what happens is when we say thanks, we are looking at the good things in our life. We are looking at the positive things in our life. And when we look at the positive and good things in our life, our mindset changes. We feel good, right? If you watch my TikTok videos, I say like I am doing this exercise from the book Magic, and I realize you did say that you read the book The Magic as well. So
Yeah.
I'm doing that exercise again, and I think I'm on day 17. So every single day I write down at the end of the day, I write down 10 things that I'm grateful for that day. So even if it's a small thing, I say thank you. So sometimes if my son sleeps, say in 5 minutes, I will write, I'm so grateful to my son that he slept. He only took 5 minutes to sleep. So even little things, when you do that, your mindset changes. You're like, yeah, he slept in 5 minutes. Like, a mother or a father would understand what I mean when the child sleeps early.
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah.
So every time you say thank you for anything, again, our body vibrates on certain frequency. And in the universe, there are like infinite number of frequencies. So when we are saying thank you, we are looking at the good thing and we are feeling good about it. We are matching, with the universe's high frequency. And then universe gives that to us in return. It gives us more things that we are thankful for. Right. So since I've started doing this exercise again, this practice again, gratitude, so many good things are happening. I wouldn't say like really big things, but even small thing, if somebody is complimenting me, oh wow, that's a lovely smile. So that's a compliment, right? No, nobody said. And like you said, this Christmas, I got like so many gifts from the students and the parents, and like it was beautiful. It was the thought that counted, it was that they were being grateful that I looked after their children. And I would make sure that I look after their children more, in a more better way. because they have been thankful to me. So I'm giving them more, right? I'll do more in return. So gratitude is, I think it's really, really good. And also it makes you feel good. It makes you
Yeah.
feel good and it makes the other person feel good.
Yeah. Rakhi, you have mentioned in TikTok video, I just remember that you struggled to get a primary school job, but you manifested it in that place and you got that job in that place. Is it like you mentioned that, right? Can you please
Yes.
explain about that?
Yeah. So I was on a fixed term contract for the last year and it was till 15th of December. And the teacher that I was a substitution for, she came back from her maternity leave. So I had to leave, right? But and from 15 December, the school closes in New Zealand from 15 December to 28th of January. And I was like, okay, so I have no job lined up, for next year at this stage. That's okay. I'll get it. I'll get it. That's fine. And I think I applied for I don't know how many jobs, and randomly, when I started doing this gratitude practice, I think it was day 2 or day 3. I got an email that was on 2nd of Jan, and that was it's a public holiday in New Zealand on 2nd of Jan. So on 2nd of January, I got an email that I would have applied maybe like 2 months ago. And she said, I would like to interview you. Can you come on Friday? And I think I went for an interview in 3 days, and it was a Friday. And she said, okay, if you'll be successful, I'll call you on Tuesday or Wednesday. And I was like, I said, okay, thank you. So I was leaving and I said to myself, nah, she's going to call me on Monday and this is my job. Because I loved the school. It was so cozy and I loved it. I said, Rakhi, she is going to call you on Monday. And I came back home and my husband was like, how did the interview go? I said, that interview was good because the job is mine. And he was like, don't be overconfident. I said, I'm not overconfident. I am feeling it from here. This job is mine because I want to work here. I liked the school. I liked the principal. And he was like, okay. Saturday, I started asking him, should we move closer to the school because it's very far, this place where we are currently living, it's very far from school. And he said, let the job offer come first. Okay. Don't be. I said, the job is mine. You don't worry about. Okay. You just tell me, should we move? And on Monday, he was teasing me. Oh, she didn't call you. Oh, she didn't call you. I think, and then I think at 4:45, I got a call and she said, we would like to offer you the position of a permanent teacher. And I was like, wow, thank you. And then I was like to my husband, see, I got a call on Monday, right? So I actually manifested it because I believed that this job is mine. I started imagining myself how I would, it's very far and I would leave home at 7:30 so I can leave, be there by 8:30. So I started making my plans and because I believe this job is mine. So, and it was like I manifested this in like 2 days. Yeah, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, she called me. So, yes, that was the recent manifestation.
When I was introduced to manifestation and when lots of things worked for me, like I started manifesting, like, like on a day to day basis. Like I wake up around 4 to 5, like between 4 to 5. And I just sleep whatever I want. Like in the morning, I do the gratitude practice. And at the night, I do the manifestation practice. But I'm like not confident like you, but I have
Yeah.
seen one person in my life, like she was so confident. Like it was when I went back to Nepal 6 months ago because of my personal circumstances. And I went to Vipassana meditation. It's like a 10-day silence meditation. I had to sit there for 10 days. I had to be silent and do whatever my guru or teacher says. Like I was literally silent. And on 10 days, like I was introduced to a France girl, like she came from France for that meditation and she said me about the manifestation. We talked about it and she said me like she had a tattoo writing 7, number 7. And I was like, what is this? And she said 7 is my lucky number. I was born on 7 January. I got something when I was 7 years old. And she shared many, many things which was related to number 7. And she also said that I was just sitting on the airport and I knew the I don't know, like someone will call me and they will call me on gate 7 to board the flight. She was so sure that on the gate 7, she will be called, like, and she was just sitting outside of the gate 7 and she was called on the gate 7 and she was on the 7 line. She has like so intuition that everything will happen on 7-digit number. And even her visa was granted on 7 days for Nepal. Like, like people have a higher belief than when they start the manifestation process. Like, I am so much confident about number 7, and you are also like that in that case.
I think it's because if you don't believe, then it's not going to work. Because it's not that if I manifest 10 things, I get all of them. No, if self doubt comes in, then I don't manifest it. But then if I'm like really confident, I don't care how it's going to happen. It's going to happen. That's it. Then it happens.
Yeah. Rakhi, what advice do you want to give to those people who are very new to the idea of manifestation and want to apply on a day-to-day basis?
I first of all, the first advice I would give it is believing in it. Because if you don't believe in it, it's not going to work. Anything. If you don't believe in anything, it's not going to come through. So the first tip I would say is believe in it, because you don't have anything to lose, right? It's not that you're going to buy something or anything. You just have to imagine, right? And imagine, be true in your emotions. Try to imagine as many details possible as you can do to whatever for your desire is. I would also say start by using gratitude. Start by being thankful. So write, list of things that you're grateful for, or like I'm doing right 10 things every day that you're grateful for. So start doing by that. And I would say believe in it. If you believe, it will definitely work.
Rakhi, can you share 3 simple manifestation techniques which people can apply just today?
Yeah, just today first, like I said, gratitude. It's a really important part of manifestation. And I would also say self-love. These are not techniques. I will share techniques as well. These are just tips. Gratitude, self-love. Um, do that. Love yourself and be grateful. First technique I would say is that I do is like you said, 369 technique that you used. The purpose of 369 is we are writing something. We are writing our desire, okay? And we are reprogramming our subconscious mind by repetition, repetition. So I would say 369. Then I shared another one, 555 manifestation technique. So you write a desire, one desire in an affirmation 55 times for 5 days. Again, that's reprogramming your subconscious mind. And third one, I would say, is simply visualization. Just visualize whatever you want. Imagine you have got it. Keep 3 questions in mind. Imagine that you have got it. First question is how you feel, how you are going to feel when you get it, right? Second would be who is the first person you are going to tell about your manifestation that you have achieved your desire. Third one would be what are you going to do after that? So if you have like your desire, $1 million, how would you feel if you see wow, $1 million written in your account? How would that makes you feel? Second would be who is going to be the first person that you're going to tell? Is it going to be your husband, or is it going to be, your sister, your brother, anyone? Who are you going to tell? And third one, what are you going to do with that $1 million? So plan, think, what are you to do. Because these questions, they can answer these 3 questions, that makes your emotions really genuine.
And I just want to share like one thing, like I'm gaining weight and I'm trying my best like to control like fast food and the coke and the soft drinks, but I'm not able to do it. Like I try for 5 days and the next day I have a craving, like, oh, I control for 5 days, now I have to stop it. Like, and my mind is saying stop it, but my intuition is, inner belief is I'm trying to stop it, but it's like give me. And I just want to write 55 times for 5 days, like my body prefers nutrition diet. Like, is that affirmation okay?
Yeah, you can see, we have to, it's good to write I am grateful as well, just being, showing gratitude. So you can write, I am grateful that maybe you say, I, I am grateful that I eat and drink nutritious food. I am grateful that I eat and drink nutritious.
And at last, I have to write thank you, universe.
No, you can just, if you're writing, I'm grateful, so that's enough.
Okay, okay. I'll just try it from today because, like, in this week I have to attend lots of party and it's summer season in Australia and I am used to eating pork. But if I practice that, and if it clicks my conscious mind or subconscious mind,
Yeah.
then I think I can do it because 3 years ago, like I used to eat meat and I tried a lot, to stop eating meat and being a vegetarian for my own personal choices. And it was hard for at least 3 months, but after 3 months, I'm used to it.
You've trained your mind in that way now.
Yeah, like I just want to train my mind to stop eating the fast food. I think I can't control, but soft drinks I can control.
Yeah, you can take, you can also just come to the outcome. You can say, I'm grateful that I am whatever weight you want. I'm grateful that I'm now 52 kgs. I am grateful that I am now 52.
So I need 58.
Okay.
50 is so far for me. I am 66. Like it's not body saving, but I just want to be fit, I just
Yeah.
want to be fit. Yeah.
Not right with I'm grateful that I eat and drink nutritious food.
Mm, yeah. I'll try it. Anyways, thank you. Thank you, Rakhi. It was great talking with you, and I'm enjoying a lot to talk about manifestation because it's a topic we don't discuss with most of the people because most people are unaware of it or they don't believe or they see as a superstitious thing. But it feels pleasure to get a person to talk about the interest that meets me.
That's
Thank you, anyways, for attending the next podcast.
no problems. My pleasure. Thank you so much for inviting me. It was lovely talking with you.
Thank you, Rakhi.
You, Shristi, have a good day, beautiful day.
You too. Bye.
Bye.